Hello everybody, I'm the Solo Gamer, and welcome back to Civilization 6, the preview build as Japan. Welcome back. So, I have a couple things to address before we get going here that relate to my last two episodes. So, first and foremost, the leader of Japan is Hojo Tokimune. Tokimune. That's how you're supposed to say it. People were quick to point out that pronunciation in the comments, which is great. I love learning new things. So keep that up. As long as you don't yell at me, I can learn some things and, go from there. So, Hojo Tokimune. It's, Sean Bean got it wrong, right? Then again, it's not the first time a narrator in Civilization, the series in general, has gotten a name wrong. Pronounced something a little differently than it should have been, and so on and so forth. So, Sean Bean is probably not at fault. It's the people that wrote the script that should have told him how to pronounce it. That's who's to blame. Let's just say that. Second, I cannot believe I didn't read this before. This, Pio Pio Tahi, is not just one tile, but 3. This whole entire mountain range is the entire natural wonder. So when I said this was kind of weak, because it only applied to these tiles around here, no. It applies to every tile around this freaking mountain range. So luckily enough, I was going to settle my city right here, which would have covered the entirety of this region. But every single tile around this natural wonder here is going to be very, very beneficial towards us because of that culture, food, and gold, as you can already see there, being applied. So I apologize for that. Also, I was talking about... Oh yeah, that's right. The citizen. I was wondering why I lost a citizen in Kyoto, because I knew I had 5. The reason for that is that when you build a settler, you're actually taking one population and putting it on the settler. As opposed to in Civilization 5, you had to stop all population growth to build your settler. In this case, you don't, but you do take away 1, which makes sense. Okay, anyway, we can go ahead and hit next turn here and continue. Now, we are exploring this little region over here first.
I'm fond of pigs. Dogs look up to us. Cats look down on us. Pigs treat us as equals.
Alright, so we've researched animal husbandry, which gives us the ability to build pastures and camps. Sadly, we have nothing around here that's going to, that's going to use that, so it's absolutely useless. But it does give us, the tech required to go into archery and then masonry and so on and so forth, which is good. Now, where are we going to go next? The wheel? Probably. We do want that archer, but the wheel is only 4 turns because it's boosted. And then that'll push us pretty dang far. Build a pasture, that's not going to happen. Make a trade route. If we can't find anybody this episode, that's not going to happen either, which kind of stinks because it seems like we're really lonely here. Build an iron mine, again, not going to happen. So none of these are going to be boosted. Not even this one, Celestial Navigation, because there are no resources besides this crab here that I can improve. If I settle a city up here, absolutely, we have the 2 fish. And we actually have the horses. So you know what? Yeah, let's build another settler. Happiness is not the same in this game as it was in Civilization 5, as I mentioned last episode with amenities. Amenities greatly help your empire, but it's not the same as happiness. So you can quickly expand early on without too much of a penalty. Not to mention... I believe... I don't know if this is true or not. If I settle the city up here, where it could reach all these resources, if I work on this T, would that provide 1 amenity to the city itself, or is it a global amenity? That's actually a very, very good question that I could probably find out in the Civilopedia. So I will be right back. Okay, the Civilopedia is not that descriptive, but it does say that 1 luxury resource equals 1 amenity. So I think it's global. We should be okay for a while. So we can build another settler after the shrine and then go from there. I will go after the wheel, though. Okie dokie. You're going to heal, and then once you're done healing, we'll send you on down to the encampment down here and get rid of it. So it looks like this might just end right here. In fact, it does. There are some cattle. What do we have here? Ah, the settler. Well, first and foremost... Yeah, it does end right here, but So if I was going to settle a city somewhere over here, it would probably be like right there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Sadly, we missed that bonus fish. But we do, alternatively, get an extra stone and cattle. With this city, would have 3 stone. That's pretty insane. The tea, we'd miss out on the rice, but again, I think this will be worthwhile, actually. Yep, settle the city of... I don't know, because we gained an inspiration for early empire, because we have a growing number of citizens. Awesome. And a Eureka because we settled on the coast for sailing. Nagoya. Okay. So what you're going to do right off the bat here is build a monument, and we will get a worker to you eventually. What? Actually, can we buy one? We can. Builders can be used 3 times. Okay. Let's purchase that, and then can we go ahead and purchase the rice? Sadly not. So, I guess we'll do it next turn. So, I guess just come up here first and foremost. We still have that galley in the water, so we don't want to go into the water when we can. But I think it's finally time to start coming down here and exploring the south. We will move you down here as well. And you can work on a farm. One thing that's really, really cool about this game that I absolutely love. Again, I love the small details in games. So, one thing that is absolutely cool is this. So, this farm tile looks green and luscious, and it looks like it's being worked. Take the citizen off, and it looks barren and pretty much abandoned. That applies to almost every single improvement in the game. So, if we come down here to the mine, we unlock that, go there. No. Where are you coming from? Lock everything except for that. The mine stops being worked. As you can see, the little donkey and cart running around there. It stops being worked and pretty much looks abandoned, like I said. I absolutely love this. What does the rice look like? Okay, so it just loses a little bit of greenery. But it's freaking awesome. I love the small details that I like it a lot. All right, anyway. Shoot.
It was luxuries like air conditioning that brought down the Roman Empire. With air conditioning, their windows were shut. They couldn't hear the barbarians coming.
Yeah, that's entirely accurate. Those damn Romans and their air conditioning. We got reduces the cost of purchasing a tile by 20%. That's pretty good, but I don't know if 50% production towards settlers. That might be worthwhile. Let's take a look. So, I did kind of screw myself by getting this one. Do I want to change that up? Do I want to just give myself the production in all cities again, or the settler one? Because I definitely want another settler right now, before we go any further. Reduces the cost of purchasing. Yeah, let's get colonization. Alright, let's run away. This isn't a galley, by the way. This is a quadrireme, which, of course, is an early ranged naval unit. Something I totally forgot about. Okay. They did spawn another barbarian down here. So what we're going to do is we are actually going to entice it to attack one of us. And then go from there. Yeah. And we can purchase that tile right now? Yeah. So we will. And then let's have you work all the way over here. Now, I do lose out on, obviously, this culture, the gold, and all that stuff, but we are going to get another citizen in 4 turns. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be worthwhile. You know what? Just for now. Actually, it doesn't really change it, does it? The growth. Actually, that's not necessarily true, because sometimes this number doesn't change right away. Yeah, 3 turns. Doing it this way. It's only a turn. You know what? I'm okay with that one. I know I want citizens more, faster. But I think that's going to be okay. Stonehenge is a good one, obviously. Must be adjacent to stone. I didn't know that. Well, it makes sense, I guess. We could definitely do that. What does it give us? Grants a free great profit And great prophets may found a religion on Stonehenge instead of a holy site. Must be adjacent to stone and on flat land. +2 faith. Not the best wonder, but it is very cheap. Of course, I do another settler as well. Alright, let's do the settler first. I should probably be building wonders, but... yeah, I don't know. Oh, I swear to God, if we lose the scout, I'll be really, really mad.
Don't reinvent the wheel. Just realign it.
Okay, so we discovered the wheel, which gives us the watermill, which only applies to Kyoto at this point in time. In fact, yeah, that's only going to matter for Kyoto. There's not many rivers on this island. And heavy chariots, which is pretty cool. So we can run away successfully. So we will come down here and then heal. Right, lots of things to decide now. We can go after sailing. That's only 2 turns away. And I think I might want to do that so we can get some galleys in the water. Well, first and foremost to deal with this guy, because he's going to be terrorizing my land for a while. Alright, let's do that, like that. And then we'll come back and do the farm over there. Alright, attack and attack. Alright, so next turn we should be able to kill him and then move swiftly on to the encampment. And finally rid this land down here of hostiles. And last but not least, build me that last farm. Thank you very much. Now, can we actually work on the natural wonder? No, sadly not. But we still get all of the land around it, which is pretty strong. Pretty dang strong. I mean, this farm would literally have nothing but the food and the production. But it's a great tile now because of this wonder. So I take back everything I said about the natural wonder, because I was completely wrong. Alright, let's move down here, I suppose. Move into defensible lands. Yeah, might not have been the best choice.
Vessels large may venture more, but little boats should keep near shore.
Great! So we discovered sailing, finally, which gives us the ability to build fishing boats and, of course, galleys, which are important early exploration vehicles, especially on an island world. So we met Vilnius somehow. I'm not too sure how, actually. Maybe their boat kind of swang around this way. I don't know. Either way, we met Vilnius, so that's great. We have a trading city in range, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So, first and foremost, let's kill this guy, because we can. Or not. That's not what I was expecting. I'm going to heal. I don't trust... If I go after this guy... yeah, I'll probably die. So let's just hold off. So we did meet a city-state. Let's take a look. Their new quest is to send a trade route, which is going to happen. And because we are the first major civilization to meet Vilnius, we get a free envoy. So, city-state relations have been, of course, changed in Civilization 6. Instead of buying them out every so many turns, you know, it dwindles down and so forth, it was really, really annoying. I absolutely love the envoy system. Now, the envoy system does not require any physical units, which is also great. It requires you to build up envoy points. And that, of course, entails doing quests for them and your passive ability to create influence points. So you could still become an ally of a city-state, but it's much, much more beneficial to become an ally. In this case, it's called a suzerain, which essentially makes them like a puppet underneath you. As you can see, these are all the bonuses, so they'll follow you into war and peace, obviously. Your units may enter the city-state lands, which you cannot do anymore if you don't have a suzerain bonus. Your building units may improve city-state tiles. See 3 tiles around the city-state at all times, which can get kind of annoying, because they move their units around all the time. Can pay gold to temporarily take control of the city-state's military, which is absolutely perfect if you have a city-state that you're a suzerain of across the map, and they're next to a key city, and they have all their siege units lined up, but they don't attack, which is pretty normal for city-states, then you can just take control of them and actually take the city, which is great. And gain ownership of all city-state resources. They currently have incense, which wouldn't apply to us because we pretty much already have it. essentially. And then there's also passive bonuses. So the first bonus for getting 1 envoy, we have 2 culture in the capital. And of course, this changes depending on what the city-state is. Cultural, maritime, military is actually production now. They don't actually give you any units. There's other ones out there as well, gold and stuff like that. Next one will give us 2 culture in every theater square, and then so on and so forth. Let's do that. Okay, I think it's finally time to go up to masonry. Right? Yeah, ancient walls would be great. Plus, I really want that archer. Although, if I jump ahead to celestial navigation, I can build a harbor. Well, that wouldn't really matter, would it? Maybe we just... Yeah, come up here first. Oh, I guess I don't need archery. I misread that. Okay. Well, we'll grab archery first anyway. What I was looking at here is I want currency, but if I make that trade route, I'll get a boost to it. So there's no point in working on it now. What the hell is this? Nice. Really? Don't. Oh, thank God. All right, this guy was very, very lucky. Okay, it's gone. There was a red circle here. Right, so considering you're so lucky, you're going to heal. And we're also going to take this encampment, which is 45 gold. Not too shabby. We do need housing in Kyoto. Let's just move you up here. So it is recommending I settle right there, but that would, of course, miss out on all of this. So no, absolutely not. I know why you want me to go here is because of the rice and all that, but no, right there. I already settled this beforehand. Thank you very much. So we did lose a citizen, but luckily we just gained a citizen as well, so no harm, no foul. Also, housing. How are we doing? We have room for 2 more. Stop complaining. A trader would be good, especially because I want to create a road between Kyoto and Nagoya. So a trader, and then after that we'll work on one of the wonders, no matter what. One thing that I can't seem to find here is a queue. You can't set up like a build order. And I'm not sure... No, that's not it. No. Yeah, I'm not sure how you would do that. When I was playing in New York, there was actually a button for build, or a queue order. But not anymore. Unless I'm... No, I don't know. I might be missing it, but I just don't see it right now. So if you see it, then please tell me, because I don't see it at all.
I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth. I knew not where.
Alright, so we have archery, which gives us the ability to build archers, which is perfect, because we are absolutely going to need some defenses, especially from that quadrireme, if we don't build the galleys first. Okay. Our settler is almost to its destination. Next turn.
Divide and rule, a sound motto. Unite and lead, a better one.
There we go. So civic completed. Political philosophy, which allows us to start our second major government form. And we will go ahead and change policies now and change our government. So we have 3 options basically, and you can switch from either one of these to either government form if you want to. Basically, it's democracy, communism, and fascism. Fascism focuses more on military, communism on, I guess, well, I don't even know. It's like a mixture of military and economy, not so much diplomatic. And then democracy is more economy and diplomatic. Yeah. So I'm not sure really where I want to go here. I mean, we are very religious and culturally oriented because of our early accomplishments. Because we have the Shroud of Turin that kind of set us up for a cultural and religious game. So either one of those is great. So which one would apply to us more? Republic. All cities with a district receive +1 amenity. And 15% bonus Great People points. Which is also great. We do, of course, lose that military, though, which I'm not too keen on. Maybe just for this first government form, we want to do either oligarchy. No, that's not really that great. Or autocracy, which is actually great. The passive is a bonus on wonder production, 10% bonus. And capital receives 1 boost to all yields. Yeah, let's do autocracy for the time being. And of course, we can switch out of this eventually. There we go. So we can add another military policy, which we will do. Right now we have barbarians. That's okay. We'll keep that one. Unit maintenance reduced by 1 gold per turn per unit. That might be worthwhile. Naval units recon. Yeah, that's definitely worthwhile. And we want to keep the economic policy for the time being. However, we do have a wild card policy slot now. So we don't have a religion yet, but it's definitely coming very, very soon. In fact, it's wow. All right, it's coming basically in 5 turns. So I'm not even gonna grab this. I'm not even gonna grab the Great Prophet. I'm gonna go straight for the Great Scientist, so we can get that up and operational. And there we go. Awesome. So we are now officially autocratic. And of course, we will kind of change and probably go down the communism path eventually. Either way, there is a lot of strategy that goes into planning your empire. Choosing even the government depicts how great you're going to do in terms of who your neighbors are and what you want to go for in terms of a victory. So min-maxing all this stuff is going to be kind of hard at first, but I'm pretty sure like I said, what I want to do is go down to communism so that we have a relatively well-balanced government for our purposes, which is, like I said, culture and religion. Also, considering we're in the classical era, all roads have been upgraded to classical roads. Now, sadly, I didn't show you, all roads have different graphics now, which is great. Instead of that one...
I don't underrate the value of military knowledge. But if men make war in slavish obedience to rules, they will fail.
Yeah, in Civilization 5, we basically had roads, and then we had railroads, which didn't make any sense. So in this game, you actually see the graphics change from ancient roads to classical roads, all the way up to modern, which is awesome. Absolutely great. We did complete military tradition as well, which gives us... That's not too great, and great general points with the wild card, which I don't... No, I'm not going to switch right now. Choose a civic. So either games and recreation or drama and poetry. Obviously drama and poetry, so we can get that amphitheater started and a theater square. Not to mention the great writer. That if we get that started early, that'd be pretty decent. Yeah, all right, let's do that. All right, so now we're going to settle the 3rd city of Tokyo. Okay. Awesome, we'll work on a monument right off the bat. And can we buy... we might be able to buy another builder. Not quite yet. Couple turns. Yeah, couple turns. Let's move you out this way. To discover the freezing ice caps of the world. Not too great. I don't know if we're going to be able to settle down here efficiently. It just might be unclaimed territory, really. It's just not that great. I mean, there is copper, and settling a city over here might not be the worst. But, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and definitely stay tuned for more.